I want to cover so much things in this video, and I'm not sure if I can cover all of them in less than 10 minutes. So if it does surpass that, I do want to stress that I'm not purposefully dragging out this video. Also, it's kind of a new format. Not really. But normally I just YouTube like royalty free, what's it called? Lo-fi hip hop or something. And then I realized, like, why do that when I can just play the most chill-ass beats ever created, which is just the entire Animal Crossing soundtrack. So that's what we're going with today. It's 5 p.m, both in real life and also in Animal Crossing. As you can see here, I'm doing a Meet the Artist video. It's become a bit of a trend for me at this point. Well, not trend, a tradition is the word I'm looking for. And you can already see that I'm having great difficulty picking out a pose right now. Not keeping track of how many I've done, but I was thinking of like doing a dynamic pose. I don't want to just be standing there. Last year I was squatting down, 2 years before I was lying down, and eventually I gave up and this is what I went with. Just a very, very slouched pose which reflects my horrible posture today. But I'm not making this video to talk about the process necessarily. It's more of like a justification video for why I haven't posted properly in maybe 6 months. I did do 2 live streams recently, but I don't consider those to be proper videos unless if you like podcast format. So basically I went to university. I completed my first semester of year 1 in NTU ADM, which is a art school kind of nestled within Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. And I am, as the name would suggest, currently an art student. Although my foundation semester didn't really cover like illustration or animation, which is the kind of stuff that I would like to be able to learn and hopefully pursue one day. So in the foundation semester we did a lot of things. So many things that I was struggling to cope with the workload for a little bit. And in the process completely neglected to update my YouTube channel, and I apologize for that. Semester 2 is actually starting in like 5 days. So I might go back into fucking silence and just never resurface for another 5 months or so, but for now, I can just update everyone on the last 5 months. Foundation semester was fun. My favorite class was foundation drawing, which is basically live drawing sessions. There's a nude model in front of you and everything. It's the first time I've ever done like proper figure drawing classes, and it was really interesting. Hopefully I learned something from that. Cutting back to commentate over this video, as you can see my style has changed a little bit. I am using a different brush for lines right now because I am shifting to a sketchier approach of how I draw things nowadays. Like, normally I try my best to keep my lines extremely neat and polished and smooth, and sometimes that just really bums me out, and I'm not gonna lie, it does hurt my hands a little bit when I draw like that, so I am kind of trying to avoid that. There were also many other courses I had to take, second of which being something called Foundation 2D. I didn't mean for this video to just be an entire explanation to ADM Foundation year, but now it is, so I might as well go on. Foundation 2D is kind of graphic design, kind of illustration, but I think it leans more towards like graphic design and stuff, because I did not excel at that class at all. My final project was a D&D piece. I do have to post those on Instagram one day. I did 12 illustrations focused around the life of my D&D character Nut, and I submitted that and I got a B+ for it. So I'm content with that because I expected to fail for my completely self-indulgent assignment. There's Foundation 3D, which I don't want to talk about because I suck shit at it. and I learned that product design is not a thing that I should be pursuing because I have very little talent in that area and very little understanding of what I should be doing. Foundation 4D was interesting as well. Extremely experimental, like film and photography. I actually did better at that than I expected, which is a huge surprise to me, I'm not gonna lie. And then just basic stuff like art history, writing, all of that was really interesting to me. It's the first time I've actually felt like overwhelmed by work, honestly, and I guess my stress management and time management abilities have gone up. The second one may actually have gotten worse now that I think about it, considering my 5 months absence, but like, yeah. So that's what I've been doing with my life. In the past few weeks, I have been drawing quite a bit. I'm currently doing a thing where I try to redraw a whole bunch of stuff off of my DeviantArt from 2014. And I've just been playing video games a lot. I've been playing Outer Worlds, I still haven't finished it. Borderlands 3 came out, haven't finished that either. I've been playing Stardew Valley with my friend Xiaowei. And Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. And that game has changed my entire life outlook, I think. So I'm definitely gonna do a couple of videos in that one. You're gonna see me fuck around with the words in this one a little bit. In previous years, I did jam a lot more information into it, and this year I decided to focus more on the drawing instead, because a lot of words I just don't like it. I can't phrase why I don't want to dunk a whole bunch of words into the Meet the Artist thing. If I'm not wrong, the 2018 one was the one where I had like the grey backgrounds, and I feel like it was very messy, so looking back on that, I truly tried my best to avoid having my shit come out that way. And as you can see here, I'm trying to put shading in, and it's just me fucking around a lot with like the colors in this one, because I realized that the bad thing about dressing exclusively in black is that it makes for kind of an uninteresting self-portrait. I mean, some people can pull it off, I just don't, I think. And it was a whole nightmare for me to try and figure out what items to put in this one as well. Because like, first of all, I can't do graphic design, so me trying to think, oh, how should I put the words for this one was a whole nightmare. And then in addition to that, I had to think like, we're going with a slightly more minimalist approach. What words and what preferences do I omit from this one? Stuff like that. So, as you can see, it's just very basic Meet the Artist stuff. There's really nothing for me to commentate over here. But before the video ends, I just really want to say I'm so sorry for my absence for 5 months. I am going to record another video right after this one, so I hope everyone enjoys that one as well when it comes out. Please don't shout at me in the comment section. Please, I'm so sorry guys. Please don't be upset with me. Thank you very much for watching 2020's Meet the Artist video.